So we're going to look at the two ways of steering using the robot. To do this, we're going to be using the two move blocks. Now, there's a difference between the two. We'll start with move steering. Move steering, there are a number of different commands. So off will stop the motor. On will let it run continuously. We'd normally use that if we're using a sensor. On for seconds, so it's got time control. It's quite simple to understand. On for degrees, you've got to bear in mind that these are degrees of axle rotation. It's not the degrees that the robot will turn itself. And then finally, on for rotations, again, rotations of an axle rather than the whole robot. I'll set this at the moment to just to plain on. Next thing is the direction, and by moving the slider you can see that the graphic will change, giving you an indication of what you can expect. But there's no guarantee with this that it'll do exactly that, because there's no way of configuring the software for every different kind of robot you could build. And finally we have the power or the speed. So this will set the speed for the two motors, and then depending on what's in this block here, it will depend the action in terms of changing direction. Reverse numbers or negative numbers are reverse. Okay, so that's that particular block. The alternative block to use is the tank block. Here you get control over both motors in the same way. Let's move that out of the way. Again, we've got off and on for seconds, on for degrees, on for rotations. In the same way there as in the steering block. This time though, we can change each motor individually, so we can have one motor going forward, one going in reverse. It's sometimes easier just to type those numbers in. So here the two motors will be going at the same speed, one going forward, one going reverse, and it will spin on its own axis, in this case for one rotation. If we wanted it longer, we could make that two rotations, and we can configure the end either to brake at the end or to coast. And you'll notice that we get a cross and a tick to show whether the statement is true or false. That's used in more advanced programming.